Gov.uk announced the online safety bill has reached royal assent, and we will discuss this further in our video, Are We in Orwellian Times? Let's listen to a clip from my interview with Sean Atwood. Then I will give you a bit of information on just why, maybe, this is why YouTube turned off Russell Brand's monetization.
To be careful because it's YouTube's reputation as well. So if we're going against what has already been, let's say, deemed in the courts or deemed, by reports, then if you're going against that, then obviously you could stir up problems. I mean, look at that one influencer in New York. All he did was say, I'm going to be giving away computers in, I don't know if it was Times Square, but within minutes, there was almost riots on the streets. So you have to be so careful what you put out there in the media, Anyway, I'm talking too much.
No, that's fine. We want you to talk as long as possible, answers as long as possible. That's what we prefer on this channel.
If you've not heard of Sean Atwood, you're missing out. His YouTube channel is on its way to 800,000 subscribers. His channel offers a variety of playlists interviewing experts, real-life stories from people who have committed or survived crimes. He produces hard-hitting documentaries that will educate the viewer. I am very impressed with his commitment to justice, so check him out. All the links are in the description area below. So they've got a guide, and I'll show you just the highlights in the background, and I'll read you some of the points I found interesting. The online safety bill is a new set of laws to protect children and adults online. It will make social media companies more responsible for their users' safety on their platforms, and Ofcom will have the power to take appropriate action against all social media and tech companies, no matter where they are based, if they are accessible to UK users. And in the most extreme cases, with agreement of the courts, Ofcom will be able to require payment providers, advertisers, and service providers to stop working with a site, preventing it from generating money or being accessed from the UK. The fines will be up to £18 million or 10% of their annual global turnover, whichever is greater. Let me repeat that. Whichever is greater means that the larger number would be chosen. If you think there's no link to what's happening to Russell Brand, let's watch a clip from the YouTube channel, The Royal Grift.
It's distressing to me to see the seriousness of what has happened to him. I actually have been doing some research around this, and this is going to get nasty. And I think that Russell Brand is the right one to take on what is happening to all of us at this moment online with the constant pressure of censorship.
By now, you're probably aware that the British government have asked big tech platforms to censor our online content, and that some online platforms have complied with that request. What you may not know is that this happens in the context of the Online Safety Bill, which is a piece of UK legislation that grants sweeping surveillance and censorship powers, and it's a law that has already been passed.
Now, many of you know about the letters that Caroline Dynamite.
She goes on to discuss her views and how she thinks it will affect freedom of speech worldwide. I have left a link to her full video in the description area below. So what do you think? Are we in Orwellian times? Yellow Shirt Dad and I, Karen Cole from Legal Minded Friends, will be discussing this later. So hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we go live in your area. Or see you on the replay.